Hi guys, how are you all? I hope all you are doing good. In this video, I am going to tell about loop statements in JavaScript. It's also very much important in our JavaScript programming language. For this, as usual, I have taken one simple HTML program and I am going to add JavaScript by using internal CSS, internal JavaScript by using script tag. Right? We got our output also. Now I'm going to tell about loop statements. For this, we have four types of loop statements in JavaScript. First one is for loop, while loop, do while loop, and for in loop. In this video, I'm going to discuss first three loops. Last one for in loop will be I will discuss it in later videos. For loop. First, I'm going to discuss about for loop. The JavaScript for loop iterates the elements for the fixed number of times. It should be used in number of iteration is now. For this, we have some syntax. I will tell that. For in this for loop, we are going to take three statements. First one is initialization, semicolon, condition, semicolon, increment. Right? In this way, we are going to use for statements. Later, open flower braces. Next, the code to be executed will be written in this for loop. Okay. This is the syntax for loop, which means here we are going to take three statements, right? First one, initialization. This initialization means we have to initialize some variable in this loop because we have to check some condition and increment that variable which were initialized in this statement, right? Why we have to increment this value or variable? Because we have to execute the code which were present in for loop for number of iterations. We have to repeatedly implement the statement which were present in for loop for number of iterations, right? For that iterations, we are going to use this increment or decrement. We can use here decrement also. And this way we are going to use this increment or decrement. For this, we are going to use increment or decrement. Initialization. In this initialization, we are going to use some variable, and for that we are assigning some value. Initialization means what? We are going to take some variable. For that, we are going to assign some value. that is initialization. Condition. In previous video, I have told about conditional statements. I think you remember that one. For that conditional statements, we have else, uh, if, else, if, right? In that, we use some conditions. Okay, that conditions are in that way only we are going to use conditions in this for loop also. Conditions means some condition, a less than b or b greater than c. In this way we are going to use some conditions in this for loop and later increment or decrement. I told previously that we are going to use this increment or decrement to iterate the statements which were present in this for loop, right? For this, I will take some variable and I am going to increment this variable by using increment operator. What this plus plus symbol indicate? The value which were present in A will be incremented by 1. This is a post increment, or we can use a pre increment also, or we can use a post decrement, or we can use pre decrement also. I told about these increment decrement operators in previous sessions only, in operators sessions. Go through that one, you can get the values. So now I'm going to tell this for loop by using some example. Okay. Now I have taken for loop. In for loop, first what we have to take initialization. And this I have taken I is equal to some value 4. Next, I have taken some condition I less than 10. Next, I am going to increment this I value 1. Later, I will explain this program after completing this program. Document dot write of I value. Okay. Now I will explain this program. First, here we have taken, okay. See, here we have for I is equal to 4. First, what's the value of I? 4. Later, it's going to check the condition I less than 10. That means 4 less than 10. It's true. Right? Later, I plus plus. It incremented by 1, but it won't take the value because it's post increment, right? Here we have I is equal to 5 only, but it won't take that value. It will print 4 only, right? I already told this increment operators before video. Here I want to print I value. What's the value for this I now? it's assigned to 5, but it won't get 5. It will get only 4 only, right? For this is for first iteration. Next, now it's going to take I value as 5. I is equal to 5. Later, the condition I less than 10, 5 less than 10. True. Next, I it's going to take I is equal to 6. What's the value in I? That means if we use this post increment, the value will be assigned when after printing the value of that variable, it's going to assign next value. Okay, here we will get 5. I is equal to, now what's the I value? 6. Condition true. 6 less than 10 true. I plus plus I is equal to 7. We will get 6 as out. In this way, we will get 9 up to 9, right? If we take a 10, it will go to 10 less than 10. The condition will be false. It won't print the value. The iteration will be closed. In this way, we will get output. So I'm going to take, see, we got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. See, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 up to 9, we will get the values. In this way, the for loop will be executed. Next, while loop. For this while loop, I'm going to take some syntax. While of condition, lower braces, code to be executed. Next, in this code only, we are going to take increment or decrement value. Okay, this is also similar to for loop only, but here we will be having, we won't initialize or increment or decrement in this while itself. We are going to increment or decrement in after checking the condition. It's going to increment or decrement in this in while loop itself. Next, we are going to initialize variable before this loop only. Okay, I will explain this with an example where a is no, not a, okay, a is equal to some 11 while of condition a less than 15. Code to be executed, document dot write of, I want to print a I have taken, if we want to take some HTML tags in JavaScript, we have to indicate that in double quotes only. Then only it will be executed. A plus plus. Okay, now I am going to explain this one. See, first we have initialized that one, right? Where I A is equal to 11. See, here I have taken A value as 11. Next, I am going to check condition. 11 less than 15. It's true, right? True. Then it's going to be enter into while loop. Then we are going to get document.a. What's the value of a? 11. Right? Next, it's going to be incremented by one value, that is 12. Here we are not printing the value, so it takes 12 only. 12 less than 15. It's true. What's the value in 12? In a 12. In this way, we will get up to 14. Right? If we take the value as 15, 15 less than 15, it's going to be false. The condition will be going to be false. That's why we will get up to 14. Right? Now I'm going to execute. Why we are getting only. See, we got this up to 15 because I have taken less than or equal to. So we got up to 11. If we wrote any syntactical error in JavaScript, it won't get output. If we wrote any syntax error in HTML, it won't print the value, but it won't get error. But in JavaScript, it will get error only. It won't print the values. Next, do while loop. Same as this while loop, but here we are having one. See, the difference between do while and while loop is, first, it's going to print the statements which were present in do, and later it's going to check the condition. That means we are going to execute the statements once. After that only we are going to check the condition in do while. But in while loop we are going to check the condition first only, right? That's the difference between this do while. Okay, I'm going to take same example because you have to know the difference, right? That's why I have taken the same example. But here I'm taking some other variable, while of j less than 3, where j is equal to 1. See, I have taken j value as 1. Next, the statement which are present in do will be printed. That means 1 will be printed. Next, it's going to incremented by 1. That means we have the value as 2 in j. It's going to check the condition 2 less than 3. True only, right? After that, it's going to enter again to do loop. In that we have j value as 2. It will be printed. Next, it is going to be incremented by 1. It's going to get 3 value as 3 less than 3. It's false. That's in that way it's going to be terminated in the while loop. See, we got 1 and 2 as output, right? These are the looping statements. We also have one more looping statement in this JavaScript, that is for in loop. This for in loop I will tell in further classes. This for loop is very important because we are going to use this for loop in arrays. If whatever the manipulations or some other manipulations we have to done in arrays, we must have to know about this for loop, because in arrays we are using index values, right? With that index value we are going to take some action by using this for loop. In further videos I will discuss that also. That's all about looping statements. Thank you.